he's gonna try to pull forward a little bit, try to bring that back axle in just a hair, so we can get this bolt in and try to at least draw it tight somewhat. That way we can limp it back down to the shop where this thing's supposed to go, and they can properly fix it. You can see right here, right there's a crack starting right there on the brace of the axle, and there's the same thing's happening on the other side to that axle, but the bolts haven't broke off it yet. However, hold on. There's our redneck fix of the day. You spot the difference? Now, did you see this other side that's starting to crack?
Okay.
Right there.
I probably need to replace bolts and all of it, really. Need the shock over, broke the shock.
Right. And then don't forget to tell them about that line leaking up there. Boy, whatever it is.
Sometimes the moisture gets up in that cylinder.
Is that what it is?
It's been sitting, so I don't know if it was raining. Sometimes you raise up and be water falling out. Go ahead and move all that stuff out. Go back to. Let's go down back up.
So we've got the trailer somewhat fixed. It's not a permanent fix, obviously. It's going to have a lot more work than what we did to it. But the only thing we did was get it temporarily put back together to where it's safe. Safe to get back to the shop where it belongs and get it fixed properly. You know, we take safety very seriously, but there's only so much you can do when you don't have the parts or the tools to do it. And you got to get it back, especially when it's not even your equipment, really. You got to get it back to where it belongs so that they can figure out what they want to do with it. It's not like we intentionally did this, because obviously we didn't. And it's definitely not the first time any of these trailers and trucks have gotten tore up. The company that this thing belongs to, the stuff gets tore up down there almost on the daily. So it's part of owning a trucking business. Stuff gets tore up, but especially when you got drivers that just don't care, want to, you know, be hard on everything. That's when stuff really takes a toll. And that's exactly what happened to this trailer. You know, just over time, it just got enough wear and tear to where it just so happened to break on us this year. Now that the trailer is somewhat done, and it's going to be fixable. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be fixable, but it's going to take a little bit of work. We have beans, a full load of beans on the hopper bottom that we're going to go get ready to unload now. And we've got probably a dump or two on that gravity wagon that you saw me get the other day. And the last video, I'm trying to think when it was the last video. So we're going to go get beans put in the bin, and then once we get that full or all emptied, we're going to move the elevator down and park it for the year, because, well, we're done with harvest. So now we got a full week ahead of us to get caught up and do what we need to do. So yeah, we got plenty of stuff to do. We got some harvest cleanup, get some waterways bush hogged, and stuff that we could not reach because we had crops in the field all summer. So we're gonna have to do that. Get stuff cleaned up and ready to put away for the winter. Batwing needs washed and greased and parked for the year. So yeah, there's plenty to do. So might as well just follow me around and keep on watching, because I ain't gonna get nothing done standing around. Time to get this thing unloaded and get the show on the road.
Underneath them other two in the front, just to help them a little bit. Yeah, all right. One on each side there, right in the center of the tire.
The trailer sits just low enough to where it won't clear the swingway, so we gotta put boards under the tires to help it clear. This 5230 here was cold this morning trying to start it for the auger. It was 40 some degrees overnight, almost down to 40, which makes it about the coolest morning we've had this fall. Tomorrow night's supposed to get down below freezing. So fall weather is here, although it is Indiana, so they're calling for like almost 80 degrees another day this week. I mean, the weather's up, down like a roller coaster. So you don't know how to dress and plan accordingly until it actually gets here. Just welcome to Indiana for those who haven't experienced it. And if you haven't, you ain't missing much. So, but I love how I'm standing directly in the path of the bean dust coming out of that hopper. But we were just sitting here talking. We hope it'd be nice if we had a little bit of beans left to where it wouldn't all fit in this bin and we'd have to haul a little bit off. But if we do get it all in there, it's going to be filled to the max. So we pretty much right at our goal for the year of where we wanted to be at. So that's good news for us. Dumping beans. We had to have a quick little 15-minute meeting of the mines, even though the mines weren't very present today. They were kind of on strike. But we got some stuff figured out nonetheless. We got to go get the wagon back at our home farm there and dump it in. There's not very much on there, about 150 bushel. And that'll be the last of 2024 beans going in the bin. And then he's got about 360 bushel gravity wagon in here that needs to be transferred from the wagon to the semi here. So we're going to do that after we get ours unloaded. These are the last beans of 2024 right here. We got a little bit of friendly competition going on here. Which would you choose? I know which one I like. I got the swing away out here. We got the auger pulled into the field. We're gonna pull the semi directly underneath the auger here on the road, and he's getting a 1066. We're gonna unload the gravity wagon into the semi. That way, those beans have to go down to the elevator. So we're transferring them beans from the wagon to the elevator. From the wagon to the truck to go to the elevator, and that should be it. We'll put everything up, and we got to clean some stuff up, and yeah, that'll be it for harvest. Got to mow some waterways and do some cover cropping and stuff like that. But as far as cutting beans, we this is it. This is the end. It's bittersweet. We'll be seeing corn next year. Then we'll really get stuff moving. Transferring. Got quite the duo out today. 1066, 5230. Semi, the big wagon. We got the other wagon and the 4020 out there. Little bitty Ranger. We got all the cool stuff, man. The big OAF 11s and X9s and 9RXs ain't got nothing on us. This is the noisiest bathroom I've ever stepped foot in. Truck is full. We're gonna go park it up at the shop, and then it's lunchtime, folks. It's time to go get something to eat. We're gonna go park the wagon back in the barn. Got all the beans transferred and lunch ate, which is pretty good. So once we get this back in the barn, sooner or later we gotta come back down here and hook the drill to the 886, which I don't think you guys have seen that one yet. But we're going to get that hooked up, put the grain drill on it, and we got some barley to sow for cover crop. So we're going to get that done. We got some waterways pushed hog, and I got to take that gator back to the shop. We've got a little bit to do yet. And I tell you what, it's getting a little bit cooler, I do believe. It's supposed to get warmer, but man, it's feeling like it's getting cold. Now I want to show you guys this. You see this patch of down corn here? Well, sadly, this corn ain't just down right here. All over this field, all across in the center, on the edges. I mean, all alongside the road there. It's all down. This is actually popcorn and not field corn. But it's a popcorn variety, and this guy's one of very few guys around here that actually grow popcorn. This corn was blown over during the winds we got from Hurricane Helene, which was just a couple weeks ago. For those who, I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about. But Hurricane Helene, when we got the winds from that storm system up here in Indiana where we're at, this corn here was knocked down severely by that storm. What's surprising though, and I'm sure others have seen it, in my years of experience, I've never seen this type of destruction before, especially in the corn. But if you look closely, the tops and the stalks of the corn, they are good. The integrity of them, the stalks is good. They didn't break, the tops didn't break, they stood firm, and they held together. So whatever company that popcorn came from, who genetically engineered this popcorn, did a real good job with the stalks, to be honest. I mean, they're still standing. What happened was all the corn that got knocked over got pulled up by the roots. And I'll flip the camera here so you can, if you look closely, all that corn is blown over at the root system. So it's all down. I mean, it's laying flat on the ground. And this in the whole field, I mean, there's still corn standing here, but I mean, it's big spots, little spots, just everywhere, just down corn like this. And so what's going to happen is, I believe they're actually going to try to come in here and pick all this up with a draper head, because discussion has been that how are we going to get this up really with a regular corn head? And I mean, it might be possible. It's going to be slow going no matter what you're going to do, but just the question is, I mean, you pick the standing corn with a regular head and then come back and get what's left with the draper, or what do you do? I mean, there's just a lot of it everywhere. I was always told that there's 3 days to harvest popcorn. The day before it's ready, the day it's ready, and the day after. Any other time, might as well forget it. I've never dealt with popcorn. I've just, been around it. Never actually had any experience with it, but that's what I've been told. I don't know when this stuff is supposed to be ready, but we'll pull a husk back and look. So you see I got that peel back here. I mean, it looks all right for what it is, but what it's going to look like with it on the ground for a while, who knows? Come on back, you're good. Come on. 3 feet. Come on back. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. There you guys are. And we haven't talked in a few hours, have we? It's been a hot minute. I don't even remember where I last picked up the camera, but I'm just casually walking back here to bring up a heifer that just doesn't like to listen and refuses to come up when all the others come up to eat. So typical female being stubborn. So all my female viewers, I'm sorry, but well, she's moody. So I'm back here walking, trying to get her. Some people may ask, you've got a four-wheeler, you've got a gator, why are you walking? Well, that's one reason I like to eat, so it's good exercise. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is, see all these redneck landmines, aka the byproduct of what comes out the rear end of a cow? Yeah, all that gets slung up into every nook and cranny of every machine known to man, and I don't want to clean up after it. I don't want my stuff dirty. I don't want my stuff rusted. So yeah, that's why I'm walking. But this little girl right here, all the other heifers in this group that we've got, they're doing great. They have really adapted well, and they're doing good. However, number 7 is the number on her. She is very. She's gonna go try to go through the fence, and I don't want her to do that. She's the runt of the bunch, and you know, she just. We've gave her antibiotics several times. She just, I don't know, she just won't come out of it. She's moopy, she's droopy, she's slow, she don't hardly eat, don't like to listen. She won't die, which is a good thing. But I don't know what's wrong with her. I'm no vet, but I know a cow that ain't acting normal has something that needs to be addressed. So what exactly that is, have yet to figure that out. That's our prized heifer right there. She makes us look good. She's walking the complete opposite direction of what I want her to go. And if she chooses, she's gonna go right between that barbed wire where I don't want her to go. And yeah, so I'm gonna give her some space and see if she. No, hey! What are you shooting them with?
It's a generic Draxon. I think she looked that bad yesterday.
Yeah, she hasn't moved one bit.
You definitely need this shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Does this hurt the cow?
It's just the initial shock, but
Oh, I know.
it's a lot easier than trying to get in the sheet.
That's going to be it for today's video. Time got a little away from us. After we messed with the cows, we ended up getting the hay wagon out, 40/20, and going around and trying to trim some trees here around the house that really needed to be done. And we got a lot of it done, but battery on the pole saw died, and so gotta wait for it to charge back. So we're kind of done with that now, and there ain't much left to do. Well, there's a lot to do, but it's getting kind of late, and almost ready to turn in for the night. So nevertheless, we'll resume tomorrow and pick it back up where we left off. So you guys have a good night. Keep it between the lines. Stay safe. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.